Welcome back to Cash Kicks TV. Hope everyone is having a good day and enjoying this quarantine that we're dealing with. You guys probably been noticing I've been wearing a do-rag for about 10 videos in a row now. It's because this quarantine has my hair crazy. So maybe instead of Cash Kicks for now, you can call me Do-Rag Kicks because I'm always in a do-rag. Let's get straight into today's video. Today we're going to be talking about the top 5 shoes I regret selling. But before we get into that, just make sure you hit that subscribe button. And if you haven't catch my last video about the top releases in May, make sure you do that right after this video. And let's get straight into it.
Warrior. Hey, I don't cop things for resale.
Okay, so I was on YouTube and I seen a few YouTubers do videos on their top 5 or top 10 sneakers they regret selling. And it had me thinking, like, what's some sneakers that I regret selling? And I said, hey, why not I do a video of it as well? So that's why we're here now, to just see what shoes I regret selling. And I was able to pick out my top 5. So it's not the easiest video to do because obviously I don't have those shoes in my hand anymore. I'm so used to unboxing and showing you guys a shoe or holding a box. So it is a little bit unusual, but we're going to get it through. And I'm going to make sure to put it in a little box so you guys are able to still see the shoe I'm talking about. So let's get straight into it with number 5. Number 5 is my Jordan 4 tattoos. Why? You must be asking. I know it isn't the best looking shoe. There's a lot going on that shoe. But the main reason why I regret it is because I spent quite a bit of money on it. It was still a rare release. It only released on Nike.com. And that's pretty much all you could get it at. And it was for $300 plus tax, which is a lot more than the usual release. And I sold it for under that. I'm not too sure exactly how much I sold it for, but it was between 200 to 250 Canadian. And I spent a lot more in that. And I know if you're not wearing a shoe, personally, if you're not wearing a shoe, you're better off getting rid of it. But if you're going to take an L, sometimes it's not worth it. And to me, I took a big L on that because I really wanted the shoe. I woke up early to grab it. And then I sold it for $100 to $150 less than what I paid for it. So personally, if I can go back in time, it's rather I would have sold it for exactly what I got for it, or I would have just kept it. Because even though there's a lot going on, it's hard to wear, it's still really nice to look at. It's still a dope shoe. I love basketball, as you guys know, and there's basketballs all over the shoe. That's why it's called the Jordan 4 tattoo, because it's like that shoe is tattooed in a bunch of basketballs. So it was very fun for me to look at. That's what made me buy the shoe. It just didn't really match on foot when I was trying to style it with my clothes. So that's why I really decided to get rid of it. But to me, that was an L and a regret because I paid a good amount of money for it and I didn't really get that return back. So that's the main reason why I regret that shoe. Moving on to number 4. Number 4 is my Jordan 12 Taxis. Why I sold these? I sold these because, as you guys know, or should know, before I was buying a lot of my shoes in size 12, I was lacing my shoes a lot more tighter before. Now I'm really into wearing my things with a lot of tighter jeans. So when you wear tight jeans and tight pants with big shoes, you kind of look like a clown. So now I get all my shoes in 11 or 11 and a half. So that's the main reason why I sold these shoes. But I still do regret it because I went on GOAT and I checked how much they were selling for. And I saw them going for 1,200 Canadian. What made me get over that, because I was very mad, was it is brand new of why that's 1,200. So even if you wear it 1 or 2 times, you're not going to get that value for it anymore. But still, I probably would have got some good money for it. I do remember selling it for maybe $300, so I did get a decent amount of money off it. But I just think the Jordan 12 Taxi is something that I should have kept at least until I knew it was dropping again of that year. So say it's dropping in 2021 and I knew it was going to drop, then sure, go for it. Then I would sell it, and then knowing that I could get the correct size that I want. But I don't think I should have just shipped it away not knowing when it's ever going to drop again. That was the 2013 pair I had, and there hasn't been any announcements on when another one's going to drop. So right now I'm taxi-less. Like I don't have any taxis, and I'm definitely not going to spend the $1,200 online to get a shoe that I gave away for $300. So that's definitely a big regret of mine, but it happens. It's part of having shoes. I'm a type of person that Usually when I get rid of a shoe, I'm planning on grabbing a new shoe. That's kind of the game of us sneakerheads, that we kind of get rid of things that we don't really wear or don't really care for to get new shoes, and then we realize that we kind of did care about that shoe, and then it's just a cycle over and over again, a bunch of regrets. So it's a tough game, but it's the game that we play. So with that being said, let's get into number 3. Number 3 is my Jordan 6 Lakers. And a lot of you guys probably don't even know this shoe. And the only reason why I regret it is because it was my first Jordan I started collecting. Could you imagine how nice it would be to have the first Jordan still I started collecting? Not only that, it was a shoe that my mother got me for my birthday. You should never sell your presents. That's not nice. It's actually pretty rude. My mom probably doesn't even remember she bought me it because it was a long time ago. But still, I don't think you should sell things that were given to you. Luckily enough, I still have a couple other shoes that were given to me, so those will definitely not be sold. But I definitely regret this one. And also, it was a pretty good shoe. Like, it fit me perfectly. Like, I like the colorway, the Laker colorway. Like, I'm not even going to check what it's worth online, but it's probably has some great value to it now. And it's probably something that's not going to drop in a very, very long time. That was also dropped in, no, that wasn't 2013. That was 2012, I believe it dropped. So it's probably not going to drop again in a very, very long time. So I'm without those again. If they were to drop, I would definitely cop them, but not anything I'm losing sleep over. It's just one of those things that I wish I had that into my collection to show you guys that, hey, I still have the first Jordan I started collecting. But who knows, maybe when it drops again, I'll be able to get my hands on it, just knowing that this is where it all started. That's pretty much the only reason why I want it, not to rock or anything like that. It's just to show, just to remind myself this is where it all started. So that's pretty much it. So with that being said, let's get into Jordan number 2. Jordan number 2, you guys probably won't believe I sold these shoes, and it is the Jordan 1 Royals. I know for some people this is the holy grail. Like, they need this in their collection. Not only is it just the Jordan 1 Royals, it's a Jordan 1, which at the time I sold them was my favorite silhouette. I was all after ones, and I sold them. And they were the right size. They were 11. Yeah, they were size 11. The reason why I sold them were 2 reasons. One was they were getting that little, like, glittery thing on them that I had to keep clean that was starting to really get me mad. The second reason I sold them is because they had a lot of blue on them, obviously you guys know, and me, black and blue, I don't know, like, at the time, I was just, I don't know, that's not even a reason. I think I was just looking for a reason to get rid of them. I probably liked the return I was getting for them, to be honest with you. Like, I was able to sell them for a good amount of money, and at the time, that money was worth more than just looking at that shoe getting glittery every day. So I definitely sold those, but definitely a shoe, when they drop, I will be after those. Like, those are not getting, I'm not slipping. I'm going to make sure to get my hands on those, and I'm not going to sell them this time. I'm going to keep them, just mainly because you need to have that in your collection, man. You got to have the bread ones, and you got to have the royal ones. That cannot be in your collection. You got to have those, and it's a big regret. It's number 2 on my list that I regret buying, and I don't know, man. I still don't understand why it was so easy for me to sell them. Like, just thinking about it, like, that's a shoe that everyone has in their collection. You need to have a Royal Blues, and I let them go for like it was nothing. As soon as he offered me that price, box shipped, we're out of here. So definitely regret that. Jordan 1 Royals, that's number 2 on my list. Now for number 1, the biggest sneaker regret I sold is the Jordan 1 Gold Toe. Why did I sell these shoes, man? Why? Let me tell you a quick story too. When I sold these shoes, I forgot the extra laces. This man made me go back and get the extra laces. That was God telling me, do not sell these shoes. But what did I do, man? I was too money hungry. I ran home and got those laces. I should have not came back. I should have left them right in one of these boxes and have them right here, right now. And that is a shoe. The main reason why it's number 1, because it is a shoe I'm going to come back or go back and get. Whether it's on GOAT, rather when all stores open up and I go downtown and find them, I'm going to get that one back. Remember I said that. And the worst part of it all, of everything about selling that shoe, I sold them for $250 Canadian. Which now they are going for $500 Canadian in my size 11. So I sold them for half the value. And I only worn them once. This video has brought some pain to me, man. Just the mistakes I've made in the past with shoes. But like I said, it's all part of the game. And whenever I sell a shoe now, I really second think it, third think it. Like, make sure I'm making the right decision. And those times when I was selling those shoes, I didn't have the financial stability I have now. So when you're offering me $253 for a shoe I'm not really wearing that much, I'm looking at it as like, yeah, I'm taking that. Whereas now I'm kind of like, nah, it's all good. I'll keep them. So very happy that everyone was here to watch this video of my top 5 sneakers I regret selling. Hopefully I don't need to do another updated video of this. Hopefully anything I sell I do not regret and I make the right decision. Cash Kicks TV. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed today's video. Also hit it with a like. And stay tuned for my next video, man. We're always trying to drop videos for you guys. So stay tuned. Hit that notification bell. Cash Kicks TV. We out.